Recording this video Tuesday, 19th February 2013. Hope you had a good day's trading. Just coming up to 1:16 p.m. Chicago time. Just want to get this video out of the way. So just before we get to the Emini, we've got a whole bunch of charts that we've been looking at the last several weeks and months, and they're kind of going the right way. Silver. So silver today, this previous low was about 29 and 29.24. Today we've got a little bit of a technical bounce, kind of double bottom off there. We're through support here, so we're in a downtrend on the daily chart. Be interesting to see what happens. It was a fairly big move down today, but I think it's going to continue kind of to slice through, but that's what we got today, was just a little bit of a technical bounce. Gold's continued down as well. We're in this downtrend. We had falling through the ice the other day. Blue professional bar through a support. It's kind of continue to go down, got exhaustion selling kind of going on, showing the strength of this selling move, kind of taking us to the new lows, so expecting that to go through in the last couple of days. And then on the weekend talked about the Aussie dollar and the loonie, the Canadian dollar. Aussie kind of bounced a little bit today, but today we got serious weakness in the Canadian dollar, so I was talking about that. We had these little amateur up bars into resistance. We kind of sliced through support here. Again, this shows the strength of the selling, kind of getting this move going. So this thing's starting to kind of come down, and continued weakness in the pound. Just been talking about this. Pound's been one of the weakest currency apart from the yen over the last several months. You can see today we kind of continue down as well. Got all these kind of exhaustion selling signals going on here. So if this is kind of the strength of the move, kind of getting this going, this is kind of the exhaustion pattern kind of starting to slow it down, but we're not seeing any blue professional bars. Got the lows here. We've got to see bullish divergence, pullback to end of trend, and so on. But anyway, all of these are kind of going as to plan, effectively. So Emini today, 0.8 million contracts traded. We kind of busted up to new highs, and let me just show you this high tick frame chart. So I was talking about Friday's activity. We had all these blue professional bars, 3 of them during Friday's activity, kind of from the middle of the day. And what were they up to, kind of going on here? Well, we can see now in retrospect what they were doing. Certainly that last kind of bar was kind of buying those lows, and we kind of push forward to new highs today. So again, another support level on the 40,500 tip bar chart that's held, and we're running up into a resistance level here, and it's lining up very nicely with a pullback to end of trend on the 4,500 tip bar chart. So one of the things I like looking for is trend moves in these lower time frames kind of syncing up with cycle moves on those higher time frames. So this is the cycle on the higher time frame coming up to resistance, and we've got this trend move on the corresponding lower time frame coming up to that high. And you can see the setup for this on Friday's activity was we'd had our exhaustion selling, bullish divergence on this time frame, support level kind of held, and then we broke into this uptrend. This is kind of the, I think it was President's Day, Monday, kind of Sunday evening into Monday's kind of activity, where we just basically did nothing. We had no leads off anything happening in Europe or kind of news releases, anything like that. So we just kind of stayed still for that 24, 48 hour kind of period. And then when we started off today's activity, we were holding above a resistance level. It was above resistance on the 4,500 tip bar chart. We had this kind of in the background showing that we'd sold off bullish divergence, and so we needed to see continuation of this until we get pullback to end of trend, exhaustion selling on the exhaustion buying left hand shoulder, bang, we kind of topped out. And because the market didn't reverse by 11 a.m., we had a chance to do that. So we had to run through all of these on these high time frames, pull back to end of trend. But because we didn't reverse by 11 a.m., all we've been doing is just kind of messing around these highs, just kind of poking a little bit above it, running some stops all the time, and so on. It's not going to be one of those reversal days today, but we've kind of done quite a lot of damage in terms of exhaustion buying. And so trade for me was on the 1500 tip bar chart, was getting long right at the get-go, so I was long 20.25 after a couple of minutes of trade, and got out 24.25. All these stops got hit. We had huge readings on better momentum here. This thing just went epileptic, exponential. Bang, just got out 24.25 for 4. So it was a nice one shot, one kill done in 25 minutes. And there we go. And then we got this left shoulder being made with exhaustion buying, pullback to end of trend, and all we've been doing is fussing around these kind of highs, just breaking them by a half point or a point kind of on the way. Got another exhaustion pattern kind of going off at the moment. Blue professional bars at these highs. So we'll wait and see tomorrow. We might have to see an exhaustion pattern tomorrow during the day in order to top this out. This kind of bullishness at these levels, could encourage some amateur buying first thing on Wednesday morning. So kind of have to wait and see. Anyway, so haven't done a one-shot, one-kill for quite a while. It's been fairly rare birds in this year, since the beginning of the year, but it's nice to get one. So at new highs, but that's not unusual these days. So I hope you traded well today, and I'll tag on that trade. Just long 2025, long 2025. Just checking my stops and targets. The reason they're getting long, we're above resistance on the 1500, 4500 tip bar charts. So in an uptrend here, these things have got to go. We've got support behind us here. Blue fractional bars at the open. And so there's Friday. Those kind of things we did on Friday was sell off, exhaustion selling. Got to see exhaustion buying before this thing's over. So let's see if we get an early break. This could be good. Just go for a little bit of a run to the upside. And just before the open, we had the activity was kind of blue fractional bars on the lows here on 1500. So long 2025. Right, here we go. Blue fractional down bar 1500, 500. Potentially a break through resistance. So it could be into a trend move here. Got an exhaustion pattern after the open here, so got to watch out for change in trend. I'm usually looking for a divergence pattern after this. So maybe we'll just go for a little run and then kind of turn, but let's wait and see. Blue professional up bar, so potentially that's jumping the creek. So let's hope for new highs. Well, we didn't get very far, 21.5s. And blue fractional bars kind of coming on time frames up here with exhaustion buying. But to turn it around, we need to see bearish divergence first, so we ought to really see an end of trend, and I don't think this is enough on 500. Thought we'd see another one. So back to entry point, still holding out for a little bit more. Just still holding out for a break above these highs. And here we go, support's coming on 500 tip bar chart. Amateur down bars here, two little ones. Blue professional bar kind of getting this thing going. And another exhaustion pattern, 9,000 on better momentum. So maybe we're going to see a decent break. We've got a support level now below which we're kind of vulnerable. We're going to see some kind of bearish divergence to turn this thing over and then pull back to end of trend. So see what happens next. Alright, another resistance level coming on 500, potential break above that into a trend move. We've got 12,000 on better momentum, so big readings here. So we've got enough of our exhaustion kind of pattern. But it looks like it just wants to go for a little bit of a spin. That was blue professional bar on the little dip here. It's kind of buying that. It's this anticipation, both of these broken above the height. Here we go, run a bunch of stops. Excellent, 17,000 better momentum, so it's getting a little bit exponential. Target's 24.25. There we go, we know we're running stops when that kind of happens. Alright, that's another exhaustion pattern. Real blow off activity. 4.25 looks like a long way away. Let's see where the pullback to end of trends finally takes us. 4.25 is what I'm after. It's just run really quick. Look at this, 31. Blue fractional up bar's just gone exponential here. A whole bunch of stops run. And I doubt we'll make pullback to end of trends. I think we're just going to take it right through 24s, hopefully. First bearish divergence kind of coming, so just lost a little bit of juice there, but let's just hope to be taken out. Taken out, 4.25. Excellent. That was a one shot, one kill. 8:50 a.m. before housing market index kind of comes out. All done. Well, it's been a long time since I had the last one shot, one kill, but it's all those stops being run. It's unbelievable activity. Huge readings. And yep, it's not going to run pullback. Well, it's got to run pullback to end of trend, so who knows where this is going to go. But as soon as we got through 21s, just all those stops must have been sitting there. Excellent. Alright. Just going to watch it for a while, but that's me done for today. A few minutes later, pulled back to end of trend, finally go off on 500 tip bar chart. We got a little bit further past exit, but not much. Blue flash up bar here. Bearish divergence going to come in. So who knows? Pull back to end of trend. We've got to make on 1500. Probably got to make pull back to end of trend on 4500. But that was a good chunk, kind of taken out early. So I'm done for the day, but it'll be interesting to see where it ends up.